Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 5 of vector differentiation. In previous lecture we have seen the definition of curl, divergence, gradient, and we have defined vector differential operator, etc. Okay. Now on the right hand side I have written some rules of del, this differential operator del. It follows these rules like our differentiation rule. If we consider two scalar functions phi and psi, and if we take multiplication, so when we have multiplication of two scalar function and if you operate del on that multiplication, it is a differential operator. So it follows this rule phi del psi plus psi del phi. It is like u into v rule of differentiation. First function as it is derivative of second plus second function as it is derivative of first, like that. It follows quotient rule also, like differentiation. It follows addition and subtraction rule also, and it follows chain rule also. If we have composite function, if f is a function of phi, and if we are calculating del of that function, f is a function of phi. So very first we differentiate that function, that is f dash of phi, and this is ordinary derivative d by d phi, and then del phi of that gradient. So first you differentiate that function, then whatever variable you have, that its gradient you need to calculate. So this is how we can apply these rules in examples while doing the calculation. So first example I have taken, find del phi, means find gradient for, this is first, for this function phi equal to x square plus y square plus z square at this particular point. Second is phi equal to r, where r is the magnitude of r bar. So whenever bar is removed, that quantity is the magnitude of that vector. So phi that we are discussing first lecture, phi equal to r, where r bar is xi plus yj plus zk. And third, phi equal to f of r, where r bar is xi plus yj plus zk. So throughout this unit, you must remember this value. The value of r bar is xi plus yj plus zk. It is fixed. And r is the magnitude of that vector. We'll write the value of magnitude also in solution. Okay. So these are the rules you note down, and I'm going to solve now this example in detail. So let us solve the first one. First one is very easy. Given function phi is, this is given x square plus y square plus z square. By definition, del phi equal to del phi by del x into I, del phi by del y into j, del phi by del z into k. Okay, this is by definition. And this is phi. For this example, phi is this. So find these three derivatives and substitute here. We get the value of del phi, and at the end, if you substitute the value of x, y, z as 1, 1, you will get the required value of del. Okay. So here, I will give this equation number 1. Del phi by del x is, that is the partial derivative of this function phi with respect to x. So when we differentiate functions, three-dimensional surface phi with respect to x, at that time other variable we keep consider as a constant. Means y and z will be, the terms in y and z will be considered as constant while differentiating with respect to x. So here we have three terms. These two terms does not contain any x, so they will be constant, and the derivative of constant is 0. So only first term contains x, so its derivative, x square's derivative is 2x. So del phi by del x is 2x. Del phi by del y, similarly you can get as 2y, because the derivative of x square with respect to y will be 0, derivative of z square with respect to y will be 0, and derivative of y square with respect to y will be ty. And similarly, del phi by del z will be 2z. On using in 1 these values, we'll get del phi equal to 2xi, 2yj plus 2z k. And we need the value of this del phi at the point 1, 1, 1. So that can be written as del phi. The standing line is called as at. We can read it as at del phi at 1, 1, 1. So put x equal to 1, y equal to 1, z equal to 1. So we'll get 2i plus 2j plus 2k. So this is the required gradient of the function phi at the point 1, 1, 1. So this is very easy. You just need to calculate derivatives, partial derivatives carefully. If you do mistakes in partial derivatives, you will not find the correct value of the gradient. Now let us move towards the second example in which phi is equal to r, where r bar is xi plus yj plus zk. The second solution, given phi equal to r, where r bar is xi plus yj plus zk. Now r will calculate first. R is what? Magnitude of r bar. R equal to magnitude of r bar, which is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. In previous example, and this is the value of phi. In previous example, we have x square plus y square plus z square. Here root of that. Okay. So this is the value of phi. Now definition I have already written in equation 1. So I will calculate the derivatives for this phi. Therefore del phi by del x. So phi is a function of r, okay, and r is again function of x, y, z. So it will follow that rule del of f of phi, means first we'll differentiate this with respect to r, or we can directly write the derivative of this. There is no need of doing that also. Directly we can find the derivative del phi by del x. The derivative of this is 1 by 2 times root of x square plus y square plus z square. Whenever we have root function inside root, so first we write 1 by 2 times root of that function into derivative of the quantity inside the root. So we are differentiating partially with respect to x. So the derivative of with respect to x of this quantity is, we have determined already, it is 2x. Okay. So del phi by del x will be equal to 2 will get cancelled, x by square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. Now the del phi by del y, in similar fashion you can calculate del phi by del y as y by root of x square plus y square plus z square, and del phi by del z as z by x square plus y square plus z square. So on using in one, we'll get the value of del phi as, it will be xi plus yj plus zk divided by, the root is common for all three derivatives, so I will write only once, square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Again, this is the value of del phi in terms of x, y, z. You can write the value in terms of r also. We know that xi plus yj plus zk is r bar, and this is the magnitude of that, so it will be phi is r, so del of r is what? R bar by r. So this is the value of the gradient of r, magnitude of r bar, which is r bar by magnitude of r. Okay. So this is how you can calculate the value of function r, gradient of phi, gradient of r, where r bar is xi plus yj plus zk. So let us move towards the third one. The third one is, in the third we have phi equals to, third, phi equals to f of r, where r is this xy plus yj plus zk, r bar. So we have f of r is function of some variable. Okay. So when we have function of some variable by the rule, so we can write this again, where r bar is xi plus yj plus zk. This is given. So therefore r will be equal to magnitude of r bar, which is x root of x square plus y square plus z square. This derivatives again I will write because we will need in this example also. And finally I will write here del of, we are calculating del phi for function f of r. So by that rule of gradient, initially we have written del of some function of variable. So f of r is equal to f dash of r into del of that variable, which is r. So f dash of r, we don't know the value of f of r, so we cannot calculate the derivative of f dash of r. But del r we have calculated. Del r is what? Del r is I into del r is del r by del x into I. We have calculated this already in previous example, which is equal to r bar by r. So by example 2 you can say, by 2 this is equal to r bar by r. So the final value of del of f of r is f dash of r into r bar divided by r. Okay, so this is the required gradient of f of r. And these values, del phi is r, so you can write this as del r by del x also. You can write in terms of x, y, z, or you can write in terms of r bar. So this is how you can calculate the gradient. So this rule is very important, del of f of r. We are going to use it in vector analytics topic again. Del of f of r equal to f dash of r upon r into r bar. So this is it for. I will give some examples for practice on gradient to practice them at home. So these are the problems for homework. Find del phi for phi equal to r raised to m, where r bar equal to xi plus yj plus zk. Answer is m into r raised to m minus 2 into r bar. So this is also a function of r. You can proceed like previous example. Next, phi equal to log of x square plus y square plus z square. The value of function is in terms of x, y, z, and this is the answer for the problem. Using definition, you can directly get the. Just you need to determine derivatives carefully. And then third function is given in terms of x, y, z. 2x z raised to 4 minus x square y at 2 minus 2 1. At this point, you need to evaluate the derivative at the end. You get the answer as 10i minus 4j plus 6k. So this is the problem for homework. And in the next example, we are going to calculate del dot f bar, that is divergence. It is called as divergence of f bar. For f bar equal to this function at 1, 2, minus 1. And this problem, second is for homework, f bar equal to x, y, z, this vector function at 1, 0, minus 1, for which the answer is 3. So one I will solve, one you try at home. And the problem on curl we are going to cover in next topic, scalar potential. So here we are not going to take the examples on curl of vector function. Already directly we are going to take the example on curl in the topic scalar potential. There we have to calculate curl of function in most of the problems. Okay, so this is regarding divergence, gradient, and this is one example for divergence and one for practice. So let us start. I will solve one problem for you on divergence and you complete the second at home. So given solution of first problem, f bar is 3xy z square into I 2xy cube j cap minus x square yz k. So this is f bar. By definition, del dot f bar is del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z, where f1, f2, f3 are the ijk components of that vector function f bar. So this is f1, this is f2, this is f3, coefficient of x, y, z. So calculate them. f1 derivative with respect to x. So this component's derivative with respect to x, it will be 3. At that time y and z will be as it is. So derivative of x is 1, so it will be 3y z square into I plus second derivative with respect to y, 2x as it is, derivative of y cube is 3y square, 3y square, plus third derivative f3 with respect to z, so x square y will be as it is, minus sign, derivative of z is 1. Okay, so this is the value of del dot f bar. Sorry, by mistake I have written here I cap. It is scalar quantity, so addition of 3 is 3. And at the point 1, 2, minus 1 we have to calculate. So del dot f bar at 1, 2, minus 1 equals to, put x equal to 1, y equal to 2, z equal to minus 1. In this you will get the required solution. So 2, y is 2, 2 into 3 6, square of this plus 1, so 6 plus 2 into 3 6, 6 into x is 1, y square 4, 6 4s are 24, minus x square is 1 into 2, 2. So 6 plus 24, 30 minus 2, answer is 28. So the answer is 28. It is scalar quantity. Divergence is scalar quantity. Add 1 to minus 1, the answer is 28. In similar way, you try to complete this problem. The answer for this problem is 3. So this is how divergence is easy to calculate. Okay, just 3 derivatives you need to calculate correctly. So hope you have understood the examples on gradient and divergence. Examples on curl we are going to cover in scalar potential topic. Okay, so that is it from this lecture. In the next lecture we are going to discuss the very important topic of, or key topic of this unit is directional derivative. So thank you so much for